My name is Beverli. Before I share the awesomeness of the Rosary, if we can all just join in prayer really quick with me, if that's okay. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Oh, Blessed Mother, we honor, we venerate you, and we ask that you continue to bless us all with your mantle of love and protection. Be with us, especially this day as we make our consecration and renewing, and we just offer you our prayer intentions and ask that you place it in the hands of your Son. As we pray, Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou among women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus. Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners, now and at the hour of our death. Amen. Our Lady of Fatima, pray for us. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. So, when Jill asked me about doing a rosary testimony, it was one of those moments where I'm like, how can I not say yes to this? Like, our Blessed Mother has definitely been a huge influence in my life. It was one of those things where, not trying to compare, but it's like, when Mama Mary was greeted by Angel Gabriel, it's like, how could she not say yes to God? And I knew that as small as this is, that, I definitely wanted to be able to share what I can in the 5-10 minutes that I have about the importance of the Rosary and the difference that it made in my life. So I have been involved in ministry for quite some time now. I grew up with the youth and young adult ministry at St. Elizabeth in Olin Heights, and prayer was always a big thing for us, and we prayed a rosary at the beginning of every prayer meeting, and then I was always encouraged by my grandma, my awesome grandma. She would always say, pray the rosary, and I'd be like, yeah, sure, grandma. Yeah, no. But, I tried to do it, and I knew how to pray it, and it was always encouraging to know that, I had the Blessed Mother, Mary by my side. But it wasn't until probably a couple years ago when I decided to try to pray the rosary daily. And unfortunately, it was because I was actually getting out of a pretty bad relationship where it was very impure and just very un-Christ-centered. And I was actually listening to a podcast recently that the enemy has a really good PR team, has a really good public relations team, where he uses great tools against us of lies, deception, and of fear. And when thinking about that, it made me realize, when I was in this relationship, how I was lying to myself about how happy I was, or how I was deceiving myself thinking that what me and this guy had was more than just lust. And how I realized that I was just afraid of being myself and afraid that I wasn't enough, or I wasn't good enough. And when this guy and I ended our relationship, and I came to realize all that, I saw how chained down I was by all this, and how it was separating me from God. And I knew that I had to just run to the chain breaker, to the woman who steps on the head of the serpent, that someone I knew that could help me through this, and just to realize how worthy I am of God's love, and how I'm worthy of true love, and to break those chains that I felt that I was so that was bringing me down so much, and hurting my relationship with God. And the rosary became my weapon when I needed refuge. The Blessed Mother Mary was there and is there through all my struggles, and she's human like us. That's the beauty of it all, is that she could have given into any of these lies or deceptions and fears, but she surrendered it all, and she gave her fiat. And it helps me to know that it's a daily surrendering to give my fiat to God, and to know that I'm not alone, and that the Blessed Mother Mary is the greatest prayer warrior, my greatest prayer warrior, because I definitely wouldn't think I'd be here, especially at this consecration. It's a crazy journey, but I know Blessed Mother Mary has been there leading me and guiding me through this all. And I'm just so glad, and I praise and thank God, especially for meeting Jill, because it was years ago that we met. And then lo and behold, now we're here and hanging out and consecrating ourselves. So it's really great. And I just, again, praise and thank God for you guys welcoming me and all of us here. And I'm praying for all of our journeys together as we consecrate or renew our consecration. And I gotta just honor and venerate our Blessed Mother, because if it was without her and her intercession, I don't know where I'd be. So the rosary has definitely been a great weapon for me, and I pray that we all continue to pray the Rosary. And know it could be hard, but just think about it. 15 minutes a day, there's 24 hours in a day. So it's kind of like, it's not that bad. So praying for y'all. Thank you.